I think we are. Blue-black, Fairy, Sprite, Meathook here in Modern. Now, we have played the black-white version, we've played the red-black version, we've played the green-black version. That leaves one more combination of colors here. We have it right here in front of us, brewed here on the stream with those in chat right now. We took the template of the black-white one like we have for the others and started to make some adjustments. Now, like the red-black version, we're going to go a little bit lighter on our Blood Artist type effects here with Blood Artist plus Meathook, but not a total of 8 of those. Will go to just 6, and Blood Artist might be a little bit on the weaker side for this build. We'll just have to see. No village rights in this one. We're going to also leverage our fairies a lot more, and how we're doing that is through Fairy Seer, Spell Stutter Sprite. We have Vendilion Click making a reappearance, a Mistbuying Click, and a Brazen Borrower. The idea here is that we're going to just overload our opponent with creatures, but instead of doing like Lingering Souls and Kaya's Guile, instead we're going to be countering and just swing, counter, swing, counter, swing. That is at least the idea. Maybe even Meathook for 3 mana and counterspell backup. Now, there are a few things that I would probably recommend if you are going down this path to not try. But because we are here and having a good time, we are going to try the Mistbind. We're going to try the Vendilion Click. We've got a 1 of Brazen Borrower in here. These are things that could probably be something a little bit more in tune with the token strategy, but they are fun tempo style cards and hopefully will buy us enough time for our tokens to kill our opponents. Sideboard's got a random assortment of stuff. We noticed that Voidwalker works really well with Shinobi as it has Shadow, not to mention that things going into my opponent's graveyard can suddenly be cast. So Voidwalker plus Thoughtseize is always fun. A couple Spreading Seas suggested by chat. This is probably a really good idea. Let's not get Troned. We don't have the safety of Blood Moon. A couple Damping Spheres, multiple spells. Tron kind of hate as well. Not a bad idea. Amulet if we run into it. We have a Collective Brutality over here as a 1 of. I'm a little nervous about Burn or something aggressive. We'll see how that goes. We've got some Engineered Explosives, Brazen Borrowers, Drowning Locks, Hercule's Recall in case we run into some sort of affinity list. A few more counters and a Wrath effect. Drown the Locks are a way to deal with Murktide. Fatal Push for the small creatures. And I think that's everything. Yeah, you can go after Saga as well with the Spreading Seas. We'll see if that matters. Let's play. Modern League, the blue-black one, and let's begin. Let's begin. This should be interesting. I'm excited to see how this works. No Una's Blackguard that was suggested. The deck needs a lot more rogues in it. We built more fairies rather than the rogues, even though the rogues in the discard would be really nifty. I think we're just going to whittle our opponent's resources down and then just beat them down with some tokens. So with that as our game plan, let's get queued up here. Let's play some Magic. So after this, going to do all the 3-color combos. I think at this point we've given a foundation for just the different colors. So we might talk about the pros and cons of each and then what could be added. I already know that when we were playing the green-black version, everyone was telling us to go Abzan. However, when we played the black-white version, no one told us to go to Abzan. Except KO Diamonds. Shout out there. Oh no! If you're not familiar with Spider Space, you can go follow Spider Space. So Spider Space is a good friend of ours. Before I joined onto Magic Online tonight, I was watching Spider. He was playing blue-white in a preliminary. We're going to keep this hand. We got a Thoughtseize. We can double check if that is what they are doing. The Fatal Push is not very good here. Shinobi might get him. Shinobi might get him. Let's try it. Let's see. What are we going to do? This just makes me throw up everywhere. All right. So we have a Spreading Seas, a Solitude. We only have 2 things here. I'm gonna steal this Spreading Seas. Who cares about Teferi? Oh, we're gonna see how this works out. This will be interesting. I am really, really tempted to fire off this Cling just to draw a card, so I probably will be doing that. We'll do it in response to a Teferi showing up here. Whoa, mouse got really fast. Look at that, he's nervous. He's nervous. Let's go ahead and Cling and draw a card. As a Blood Artist. Teferi is going down here. That's interesting. Okay. Got an Archmage Charm that really doesn't do a lot for us. We have a Vendilion Click that technically has to be played at sorcery speed. This is really awkward to have built a counterspell based list and to have what they have going on here. I'm going to Vendilion Click them. Let's see if there's anything I want to get rid of. They evoke the Solitude. Got rid of a Teferi here. All right. And we get to see counterspell Teferi. I mean, I don't want them to have another land. You know what? Have at it. You gonna counter this Blood Artist? I dare you to. I'm gonna do this so they don't have a chance to draw land here. The idea is I'm gonna just put a Blood Artist down. We're gonna wait on the Bitter Blossom. This doesn't look that scary. Maybe they'll let it go and I'll get to Shinobi them. That's the plan. No one expects the Blood Artist. Oh, they found a land here. Up they go. Land drop. All right. Target player draws some cards. Oh, they let that go. All right. We're just gonna pass turn here. Oh, let that go. All right. Up to 4 it goes. Ooh. This is interesting. All right. Deals combat damage to a player, but we're not probably going at the player. Let's try to sneak it under. Woo! Look at that. Don't think about it too much. I gotta get rid of this Teferi so I have some Cryptics online. Connects. Okay, we can't counter yet, but it's looking okay. Actually, if they play Teferi here, it's kind of all right, I think. See if they uptick or if they decide to bounce here. They might bounce, which gives me an option to Bitter Faeries here. I could even just Bitter Blossom. So we Bitter Blossom here. And I leave up a Drown. Or do I put another creature down? Maybe I just return this to their hand. No, that's not good. They'll just replay it, right? Just took Spell Shift to a 2/3 after dusting off for the first time. It's going. Feel like I need to leave up Counterspell here. Or our version of Counterspell right now. Remember, we can get another Shinobi down underneath what they're doing here. Let's see what they got. Oh my gosh, another person saying the mic chain sounds different. I hate this. Going to Drown knowing they have a counterspell to get at least one of these out of hand. I did not change anything with the mic. Another drown. Let's do a fairy. Sounds a lot more sensitive. We didn't do anything. Nothing was changed. Put on top, put on top. Sounds like the noise gate's off. Oh, it turned off again. I put it back on. Here, we'll remove it again. Say okay. We'll add it again. We've had to add this noise gate a bunch. Bam. Doesn't look like it's doing anything though. We're waiting for spiders, so give me a second. Archmage charms my my fairy. The noise, I've adjusted the noise gate, but it's not changing anything. Here, let's try this. Did that do anything? And do I want this to be in their hands here? I guess we try this again. Counters this, and then do I want this fairy over there? No. No fairy for you. All right, that was another counter spell. So we have 4 cards that we don't know about. We have a Shinobi in our hand. So let's play Blood Artist down. Like maybe Brazen Borrower the Teferi. Now you all have me paranoid that my filters aren't working. Let's go ahead and petty theft Teferi here, see what they want to do about that. Okay, they counter that. But yeah, honestly, nothing was changed, so. All right, Blood Artist is in play. This is 3 mana. Little Teferi bounces Blood Artist, probably. I'm having trouble beating the 2 Planeswalkers here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to beat them. I can move the mic away from my face. There's a Chalice in 1. That stops cleaning the dust in the yard. All right. Guess let's try to reestablish ourselves here. Maybe with the Shinobi, I attack them instead of these. I just realized they have this Teferi out. I can't do anything about this. It sounds like someone had a great microphone on their smartphone, then changed it to really poor speakerphone. Weird. That is very weird. All right, so we don't have any black mana anymore. This is getting really weird. Let's return to Fairy. It's already at 5. Just make them replay it if they have to. I don't think we're gonna get to though. Thunderbird, any chance you've gotten to take another shot at Vespral Arc Reanimator? Vespral Arc Reanimator, or are all the new MH2 cards just better? I think you answer your own question there, but yes, Modern Horizons 2 brought basically Reanimator into a different light, and you didn't have to be so roundabout to get it down. And so because of that, Vesperlark Reanimator really is just a poor version of the Esper Reanimator list that exists today. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and attempt to kill Kahira here. Beans. Oh, shoot. What am I doing? Well, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Let's go ahead and just return and draw. Forgot about the chalice over here. I'm more concerned about my mic than I am of this game right now. It's not good. Audio, mic. We'll probably be going to game 2. We can turn down the sensitivity. Ah. Hold up. Our sensitivity was messed with. Okay. Filters this. Is this better? Oh, I figured it out. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Wave XLR. Let's take a moment here. Spider won't mind. The Wave XLR looks like here. Looks like this, right? Has this little button, and you see these 3 dots at the bottom. There's a mic, there's a headset, and then there's the mix. It was all the way maxed here on the mic, and I didn't realize it because it was over on the headset. And I was like, well, it looks right about this. I'm like, that's all fine. That's all fine. It was maxed out. All right, we're gonna concede here. No. No. Yes. We're gonna concede. Spider's in a preliminary as well. We're gonna honor his time. Drown the Lock, Force of Negation, maybe Brazen Borrower, Expressive, All right, Fatal Push is out, 1 Meathook out in this game, maybe 2 even. That'd be 5, and I get to bring in 2 Voidwalkers, Archmage, Force, Drown, and then I just want like probably Brazen Borrower here. Let's get rid of the Blood Artist and get these in. This way I have like kind of a lot more creatures here. Sounds great now. Look, it only took us just about 20 minutes in. We fixed it. That's why I was like, the filter's not off. What are we talking about? I must have bumped it because you can tap the top of it to mute it. All right, I think we bring in this stuff. Spider's really good. Our list is untested. His is built to win preliminaries. It's just gonna be tough. So we're gonna submit and see what happens. Let's play first. I appreciate everyone staying around while the sound sucked for 20 minutes. Sound is important, and it's important enough that I wanted to get it right quickly. We're going to keep this Double Thoughtseize into Voidwalker or Sprite. Maybe I play one Thoughtseize, then Voidwalker, and then play the other one. We're going to hold on to this one. This art's beautiful. This art's creepy. You clearly came at the right time. There you go. Now I know another thing to check, too. It's good. When you're doing your sound checks, 1,000 things you got to check. Great. Sounds great. Good. I'm not yelling at everyone anymore. We're not yelling anymore. All right, what do we have? Prismatic, Counterspell, Archmage Charm. Bleh. And we love Fluffy more than we hate more poor sound quality. Look at this hand. This is just like disgusting. I can put Voidwalker underneath the prismatic ending, but that's not very good, right? I mean, I guess I could do that just to see what they do. I could also take 2 prismatic endings and then try to play Voidwalker later. Gosh, 2 prismatic endings just awful. I was hoping just 1 would be here. I'm going to take 1 prismatic ending and see what we top deck. What are we going to top deck? Hallowed Fountain. Another land, which is good. Let's go ahead and play Voidwalker down here, pass the turn. If they take the turn to not prismatic ending this, then we have a very interesting turn ahead of us. I think this gets ending though. We're just putting this out there to be ending here at this point. Then I can do probably a free Thoughtseize, or I can leave Archmage Charm open. Let's go ahead and do a free-ish Thoughtseize here just to see what else my opponent picked up. So we're going to go ahead and take the Archmage Charm, give him Counterspell. The reason to do this is the Archmage Charm is so much more flexible. I'm not planning to play anything here for a little bit. Just put this in tap, pass turn. All right, we're in a better spot this game. We've obviously chunked away some of our life to go after them. Feeling okay, though. 3 mana. Archmage Charm. I'm just going to go ahead and counter this. We're so much further ahead here, I think. I can check the hand, then play a creature down, and then play Shinobi. Oh, I mean... So they're just going to counter this. In response to the... Or let that happen. I'm just going to play main phase Spell Stutter and pass turn. We know it's Scalding Turn plus an unknown. I'm hoping that Fallen Shinobi happens here. This is a 3-drop or 2-drop as well. They put Kahira to hand. This should get in, and Shinobi should be good here. They know what's coming. they know what's coming. Let's hit some big ones. Let's hit some big ones. What is this? Ah. That was off the top. That was off the top. Now they get Kahira down and have 1 card in hand. No. I feel cheated. Okay. I'll put 1 Spell Stutter Sprite down, pass turn. I don't think I block this just yet. Maybe next turn. Maybe not. It's only going to stop a 2-drop. I'm going to go 1 more turn. 1 more. Land drop for them. 2 cards in their hands. Archmage. Let's attempt to draw some cards. Counterspell? Please be Counterspell. Spell Stutter the Counterspell. Draw cards. Land drop. Technically have counter spell up. We're falling apart against the control matchup here. I do feel like I have to double block now. Here is just ruining my life. If you do a dono deck, is there any site you prefer me to upload the deck list to when submitting? Nope. Nope. If I can download it from the site, it's good. It's kind of nifty. I'm gonna fetch. I don't want to draw crap right now. I need an awesome spell here. I wouldn't call it an awesome spell, but it is a spell. Could return the Colonnade back to their hand and draw a card. But no, it doesn't matter. And we play those on Wednesday typically. Return, permatone, or hand draw a card. Got the counter spell. Woo! Oh, look at this. Okay. This card redraws. Let's redraw here for a moment. Okay, another counter spell. Okay. It's coming together. Good old Vendilion click here on the draw step. Supreme and Memory Deluge. I guess we'll get rid of Memory Deluge. It's kind of a card that digs a little further than I particularly like here. All right, Misty's played. No follow-up. Can't attack into this? Let's get the pressure on. Get the pressure on. Colonnade is booted up. We're going to attempt to drown it. Got it. 3 damage in past turn. I can't do a whole lot against Supreme Verdict over there. I'm going to cling to draw another card here. Will blue-black be the 5-0? Well, we have a very difficult first matchup here. I'm just going to put the Meathook into play. I don't plan to use it as a way to punch more damage in here. I'm really worried about the Supreme Verdict here, so we're just going to do this so that I have something in the way. We'll punch him for 3 past turn. Or attempt to punch him for 3. Hold up. Hold up. Something happening here. Hold up. Hold up. Big shark. Big shark. Gulp. Let's put a fairy down. Kind of like the Fallen Shinobi here. We're probably going to get to like counter or put Spell Stutter Sprite in. I do have to block here. Counter. Got it. Land. Obvious attacking shark block. Gain a life or drain a life. Play a Spell Stutter Sprite. Shinobi. Combat. Swing. Please don't kill this. No, no, no. What are you doing? No. No, they're gonna block. This doesn't fly. We're gonna draw here because I could get a removal. Oh. Let's let the trade happen. Drain and gain, all the good stuff. And all of this, we're gonna gain control of the 5/5 here. My 5/5. Now are they gonna Supreme Verdict us? Kling doing a lot of work here. Oh, that's right, this thing. Oh, didn't see this. I didn't see this. Oh well, this had what, Ward 3 on it or something? I can't get through that. Spider. We're just out for a casual stroll here, trying to play a nice casual game of blue-black fairies, and what is happening? It's all right. We've been tested and tried thoroughly for match number 1. 4-1. Here we come. Yeah, it was versus Spider. I didn't want to play against Spider. I don't ever want to play against Spider, Evan, and others, especially Spider and Evan, because they have control matchups. And they play them very well. I'll happily play them when I'm playing something a little more tried and tested. When you put it together and you throw it into a league. All right, new match, new beginnings here. I gave Spider the GGs, right? I don't know. I'm scared. Maybe I didn't. Controls the police for Bruise. All right, the Big Papa is our opponent. Let's play first. Okay. I felt okay potentially there. Ooh, here we go. Are we going to repeat the blue-white matchup here? If we do, we've got a stellar hand against it this time. We'll find out together. We're playing first as well. Woo. All right, let's go. They do play very quickly. Bottom top. We're just gonna Bitter Blossom a bunch. It's gonna be a good game. Bitter Blossom here. Then we'll put like Seer plus Bitter Blossom. Swing. Yeah, they do play quickly because they understand their control matchup. If this is like control in any fashion here, I think we are so far ahead. So what if it's Supreme Verdict? We don't care. Yep, we're trying blue-black tonight. Blue-black's the deck list. Oh, this looks like it's a control matchup again. I feel good about this. I feel super good about this. Let's put just another Seer into play. Scry 2, pass the turn. We'll leave Spell Stutter open. Following turn, Bitter Blossom. Ooh. This is the way we dreamed it up. We don't need these lands. Get them out of here. Attack for 1, pass turn. Woo! Flying. We're flying. We probably won't fetch either, because then the lands will stay at the bottom of the library. That's fine. You got it. You got it. Faithful Mending here. Reanimator? That's fine. Don't care. We're not countering this because just that would put it back in here. Ooh, lay a claim. Lay claim. Faithful. Shark? Shark? All right, Bitter Blossom trigger here. Land drop. Swing with team. Pass turn. Let's play Bitter Blossom then pass turn. That way we have 2 in case they have Supreme Verdict. And I think if they counter this with like an Archmage Charm or something, I probably just fire off the Spell Stutter Sprite. Cascade, return all enchantments deck. Does it have a board wipe in it? Is that what this Lay to Claim is? They can have my Bitter Blossoms. They'll die. Faithful. Resurgence Belief or something? All right. I'm like not too worried. I don't know what's going on, which is maybe a good thing, but I'm not overly worried. Maybe I should be. Another Faithful Mending. You can do that. Suspend. Return all enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. We got that covered. There's As Foretold. Shocks and Esteem Vents. Double red. Yeah, Lay Claim does seem really slow, but if there's a way to reanimate this back out, then I sort of get what's going on here. Electro Dominance here. Do we have a 0 in here? What? Oh, it'll be from their hand. So I just let this happen. Then they cast a 0-drop and I Spell Stutter. And we counter this. Okay, we good. Shinobi? Give me the Shinobi. Give me the Shinobi. It's a really good draw, by the way. It's a really good draw. All right. Faithful again. They just keep putting enchantments and other things into the yard, and then they're trying to do this. Return all enchantment cards from the battlefield. And at this point, they'd have an As Foretold, a Lay Claim, and a Lay Claim. They'd also have Shark Typhoon, because this is an enchantment. And then they'll just make a bunch of 2-drops. So the graveyard like super matters here. There's a counter spell, so they are playing counter magic. I'll let a prismatic ending happen here. Because if we top deck Meathook, I think we win. Haven't done the math though. Could be one off. It's good to have another counter spell. In for damage pass turn. I don't believe we lose game 1 here. We are miles ahead. Okay. Bitter Blossom. Trigger, trigger. Swing lethal. All right. Got the Blood Artist there. If they were to start picking off things, it's okay. Another Spell Stutter Sprite. We were in good shape there. Okay. So Force of Negation looks okay. Archmage Charm maybe Drown the Lock here. Damping Sphere is a maybe because of the idea of the Cascade and or the multi-spells. Yeah, they were quite dead. Voidwalker is our way to get around the graveyard here, and we have the main deck Cling to Dust. Yeah, Voidwalker seems pretty good. Mistbind feels really awkward here. Meathook actually feels really awkward here, as does Blood Artist. We just need like just reaction basically. So I'm gonna just bring this stuff in. We'll do that. Hey, thank you. The Dono lit deck. Thank you. We will probably be doing that. Hold on. Yeah. Next Wednesday, probably. Probably next Wednesday. Borrow could maybe bounce. Yeah, you're not wrong. Definitely not wrong. All right, Steam Vents does the thing. We're gonna go get probably just Watery Grave here and Seer, and then we have some counter magic. That's not the Seer. You want to see the opponent go off? Well, what if we don't let them? Bottom this, we'll bottom Damping Sphere. We have counter magic. We're gonna rely on counter magic here more than Damping Sphere. They have nothing in their graveyard, so I'm pretty safe here on turn 2, I think. All right, they Helix away my Seer. Little do they know, they are adding to the fire. Sounds good. That was you for the dono. Yeah, the Helix Seer. They're scared of it. 3 mana to Fairy. Do I counter or do I force? Probably just counter spell. Counter spell, then be able to play Force Negation or Spell Stutter or Drown the Lock. We're getting there. They're Helixing the Seer because they don't want Spell Stutter Sprite. We showed that a lot in game 1. So that's a fair removal. All right. Brazen Borrow. Awesome. All right. We'll also look for your name on Wednesday. I assume you would like to see it live. If you don't happen to be around on the Wednesday, we can certainly do other things. So I have to force this, it looks like. Got it. Got him. We got him. All right. Shields down. Let's get a Bitter Blossom down. Shields down. Shields down. Shields down. Was this a bad idea? Maybe. Maybe. Are they about to steal it? Maybe. 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 Faithful Mending into Electro Dominant? Electro what? Did I just tune into more Meathook madness? Well, I won't say last time because we'll probably revisit, but definitely need to be playing something else on probably Friday. But yes, Meathook, blue-black version, the last color combination that we needed to do here. All right, so my opponent Prismatic Endings are Bitter Blossom. Unfortunate, but now we're good with counter spells again, so we'll just keep on trucking here. I almost want to just throw the Brazen Borrower into play. Is that ridiculous? It's like ridiculous, but it's not, maybe? It's like aggressive, but if we untap, everything looks great. All right, let's go. Why not become a Meathook only player? We probably already are going to. I just haven't committed to that yet. Helixes. Let's counter that. Whoa, we're responding to the counter. Resolves. Counter on the stack. Counter. 3 damage. Oh, if only I actually bought physical cards. If only. I didn't even buy Seasoned Pyromancer or Fury. That should tell you something. Why do I have these Fatal Pushes in my hands? Ridiculous. Cycles. You've been loving the content on YouTube? Good stuff. Good stuff. Glad you're enjoying it. Be disappointed if you kept playing more Meathook. You wouldn't be disappointed? All right. Counter spell. Because this makes my counter spells in the future terrible. Does Teferi resolve through counter? Oh, they're just done. It's too much. What's funny is I'm out of like ammo. At this point, they could do anything and probably start wrecking us. What we got there. Opponent's done with the counter spells. 2-0-0-2. 1-1 overall in the matches. Yeah, they couldn't resolve Teferi. I wouldn't allow it. It was a no-go the whole game. That worked out. Onward we go. So, although I like the blue-black one so far, it's kind of fun, and I will probably play it if we get a 4-1 here. I am more likely to play the red-black and the black-white one again. In fact, I think I was talking about it during the black-white tokens list that I actually really love black-white tokens, but have to admit that I understand it's not always the most competitive. And so having something that was really, really grindy in black-white really makes me want to return to that. You'll notice I like red-black, red-white, white-black, very Mardu-like. It's maybe not a good thing. Look at this hand. All right. It didn't reveal anything. We're going to keep it. We're going to leave it. Oh, no, this is bad. Hand is awful now. Oh, gosh. Oh, we might lose. None of this does anything. No. Let's just be a jerk. Be a jerk. Be a jerk. Buy time. Buy time. We need to buy time so that we can find a counterspell. This is a scoop, it might be. Although we have 4 things, Spreading Seas and Damping Spheres for the next turn. Plus, Voidwalker probably comes in, Force of Negation. We have some good things for, like, game 2, but game 1 we're really far behind. We couldn't be further behind here. Yeah, I like the black-white one the most. I like the black-white one the most, but the red-black one's not too far off. Replays Expedition map, has Eldrazi Temple. Okay. All right. Fatal Push still looking bad. It's the mine. Okay. Cryptic Command, you're going to be a little slow. I understand. I understand. Yeah, Thoughtseize the Voidwalker. Woo. That is the way. It's always a relief when they're Eldrazi-tron. Yeah, there's this slight relief, but it's not really good relief. My opponent's got 7 mana here, 8 with the Eldrazi Temple, 9 if it's an Eldrazi. Luckily, I'll get to my Cryptic Command. The question is, will I draw the blue source? If I don't draw the blue source, then what's going to happen to us? During deck building, we talked about Creeping Tar Pit's really good with Shinobi, and then I'm sitting here realizing that this would be 3 to activate plus the Creeping Tar Pit, attack plus another 4, so you would need 8 mana to do that. It probably is not happening. Karn incoming? Maybe. Oh, there's Karn. All right, you got Karn. You got Karn. Down ticks with Karn. Crying is what's happening. Liquid metal coating is the choice. So it doesn't matter if we draw our blue source. Yeah, that's a bit of mana, right? Yeah, so it won't matter if we draw the blue source. My opponent's going to... Well, actually, Brazen Borrow should be able to kill this unless they have a Dismember. Doing more with mana. I feel better about this. Chalice on 1. All right. Gonna put Brazen Borrower into play. I think this is a Dismember here to kill Brazen Borrower. They should wait until my upkeep. Because what they really should do is take out this, go to draw step, and then, because doing here, I could have a Force of Negation. We obviously don't, but it's very interesting. They allowed me to go to my main phase here with Liquid Metal Coating out. But I'm in a weird pickle. I'm going to have to fetch in response to Liquid Metal Coating or something here. Would I have countered Karn? I'll return the Creeping Tar Pit. Why? Saves me from losing a land. If I bounce this, they just replay it, and then they get something. If I bounce a land, they just play the land. If I bounce this, they just replay it. There's like not a lot I can probably do there. Maybe setting them back one land is appropriate here. Maybe I shouldn't be F6. Maybe I should be conceding so they don't see Meathook. Who cares? My opponent doesn't know what's happening. I come in here and for like 30 seconds, the only sound is clicking. Need some more enthusiasm. Last God. I have an apology for you, Last God. We cut Unas. There's not enough rogues. Like Bitter Blossom, I don't think is the only. I understand like the attacking and discarding, but I don't think there is enough. Maybe there's something here. Granted, I decided Vendilion. Oh, they took Vendilion Click. They took Vendilion Click. I wonder why. I know, but I tried. I felt guilty. I wanted it to work. I wanted it to work. I think I'm gonna have to stand up match 3. Oh, this is match 3. Stand up match 4. You want it to be good? Yeah, I mean, like, it's definitely interesting. We went more Faeries this time. I also think this game is over. Put the Chalice on 2. That actually, like, hoses us, and they haven't seen, like, anything in our list. That hoses, like, Bitter Blossom, Spell Stutter, Counterspell, Drown the Lock. Leaves us with Thought Seasons and Fatal Pushes and stuff like that. Like this, I think we'll just concede. Yeah, apparently we're only hitting 2 drops from there on out. All right. Damnation, Spreading Seas here. Damping, Drown the Lock, Void Walker, maybe Archmage Charm, maybe Force. Meathook's out for this game. The Blood Artist as well. And probably like Fatal Cling. Do I like this? I don't know. Yeah, the black guard was the one that we had. Sign of Una's good though. Shouldn't it be one of the best lords ever? I don't know. We're gonna stand up. My leg is hurting. My leg is hurting. Ouch. Gonna get my surfboard. It's a mini surfboard. My head will be slightly chopped off. Oh. All right. Any changes? We're gonna be on the play. That's good. I can see Brazen Borrower being good. Archmage or Vendilion Click's probably okay. Yeah, Blackguard was the one in. It's the one that it's a lord type of effect for rogues in the form of a counter when they ETB, and then when things with counters hit your opponent discards cards. Might be good in an evolve list, like a Sultai evolve list with undying creatures. All right, I'm gonna keep this because, well, we have Spreading Seas, so. Watery Grave and pass the turn. Let's see what they do on turn 1. Power Plant. No follow-up. All right, so since there was no follow-up here, I'm going to go ahead and get the Bitter Blossom down. So we have a clock, and then we have counterspells, Spreading Seas, all kinds of good stuff here. Feeling pretty safe that nothing terrible is going to happen right here. Urza's Mine. All right. Bitter Blossom trigger. Drown. I'm going to pass and give them the 7 mana here. I actually don't believe it will hurt us that much. And then we can appropriately Spreading Seas something. Well, that's annoying. All right, draw a land. Spreading Seas the cavern. Drew a fairy. Let's go ahead and scry. Bottom, top. Let's go ahead and Spreading Seas the Cavern of Souls here. Get our land, put it into play, tap, attack for 1. I'm actually not that worried because they didn't go for Tron there. If they have Tron here, fine. I got Bitter Blossom here. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. We have 4 mana. Maybe I'm just going to be doing Shinobi things and just ignoring them. There's 4 mana. They could Thought Not Seer us. Which is fine, because then I just keep attacking over top. Really. To Chalice on 2. I mean, at this point, we just don't play Shinobi, right? We're just swinging for lethal here over the next bunch of turns. Actually, this actually stops a lot of things. Shinobi! What am I talking about? Fluffy doesn't know what he's talking about. And set up Seer again. Fluffy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's pretty dumb. Basilisk Collar? Sure. I can't even cast Warping Whale. Seer, go. Bottom, top. Yes, just for Void Mirror. They'll use the Urborg or they'll use the Yavimaya. The Blast Zone on 1. Gets rid of their Collar and their Seer here. That is it, though. Oh. That's what they wanted to do. All right. Sounds good. I'll be attacking with Shinobi. Dismember? I don't think Dismember is a good idea here, but they do. They dismember. Bitter Blossom trigger here. We have our Cryptic Command. We'll attack for pretty much lethal at this point. We can flash this in at end step. We've got the Cryptic Command. Looking pretty good. There's an Eldrazi Temple. Three, 4, 5. Undo. Some Eldrazi mana here. Like, I could flash in Brazen Borrower. I think countering here is just fine. We're attacking for 4 and putting them to 1. I'm at 13, going to 12. It seems really hard for us to lose from here. I know the Chalice is over there. I just don't... I don't see how we lose here. Oh. Oh, we're doing something. Oh, we're doing something. Can't Warping Whale. Wouldn't matter anyway. Chalice is on 2. Do we have another Dismember? They still have to take 2 if they do that. They're going to 1. Play a Seer down past turn. Bottom some lands. Dismember. It's not going to work. I mean, they can pay for it now because of Urborgs. Even if they clear the board here, Brazen Borrower, end step. Looks good. Not looking bad. Got him. Got him. We're going to game 3. All right. Chalice on 2. They like doing that. They like to do that. I can't quite justify an engineered explosives to prevent that. I mean, I have 2 cryptics to get around it. I'm going to be looking for a hand with like Counterspell in it probably, or a couple Thoughtseizes because we're on the draw. Maybe I want a 1 of Meathook this time. And take a Fatal Push and bring 1 Meathook in. The idea of the Meathook is if I'm down on some life here, or I'm attacking with 3 or 4 tokens, I can hopefully like help drain out the rest of my opponent. All right, well, I have the ability to bounce something. I have the ability to counter something very small, and then eventually get to Archmage Charm. I wouldn't mind trying to find Spreading Seas or Damping Sphere, but the hand doesn't look that bad. Fatal Push is a little weak. We'll keep, though. My opponent has dropped down to 6 cards. If they drop Bridge there, I can, not immediately, but I can get to it eventually. And remember, we can win. With Meathook back in, we can actually win from behind a bridge. So that's kind of a nice little side thing. All right, Power Plant passes. That is a fantastic top deck. So Eldrazi Temple here, 3 mana. Little Matter Reshaper. We'll get to that in just a second. Let's go ahead and put a Damping Sphere down, Pastor. One heckin' wet ball. There we go. And I'll slow them down a little bit here. Feels kind of nice to have. Slowed them down from a Thought-Knot Seer, which is really good. Maybe they have another Matter Reshaper. No thought, not for you. No thought, not for you. Yeah. In for 3. You got it, opponent. You got it. All right. Do we leave Archmage Charm open or Fatal Push? I'll probably leave myself the option of Fatal Push, unless this is a Chalice on 1. The reason for that is I could let a Thought-Knot Seer resolve and then just kill it, rather than trying to counter it. The flavor is it's a wet ball in the sky, soaking up all the colorless mana. All right, this is perfect because Fatal Push can now get rid of the Thought-Knot Seer that they may play here, and I can't counter it now. 1/1/1 equals 3, not 7. We've taught them a very valuable lesson. And we can fetch basic here just to keep life total relatively decent. Let's kill that. The other thing I might do is bounce the Matter Reshaper here with the Brazen Borrower. Really just not give them a whole lot. Oh, that's right. I can't do that because of the Damping Sphere. That's fine. They want to give me the Archmage Charm to draw some cards. That's cool. Forgot it costs 1 more. Cool. I got damped myself. I mean, we definitely slowed down my opponent. They take the counter magic when they have a Cavern of Souls. I don't fully agree with that. Play land, pass the turn. They have no idea about the Cryptic Command. I could bounce here with a Brazen Borrower, but then I'm just playing a Sprite. I'd rather have Cryptic Command here, more for the tap down at this point, because they've got the Cavern of Souls. What are we doing? Tapping in, drawing? Creeping Tar Pit. They're going to take Brazen or Spell Stutter. We're getting close to the point where we might be able to Meathook this board away. Probably going to need a Spell Stutter Sprite to block Thought-Knot Seer. Okay. It's not looking great for us. We do have a Westvale Abbey that technically can help block Thought-Knot Seer for several turns. We have a Matter Reshaper, though, that is a problem. If we were to draw Meathook, which we have a 1 of now, we're okay. Opponent does not have enough things in the yard at this point. I'm going to throw Spell Stutter Sprite in front of Thought-Knot Seer. I can't take 7. It's too much. It's too much. Gonna go to 10. Expedition Map. That's fine. Just because they have Tron mana doesn't mean much. Reality Smasher is scary. A Thought-Knot Seer. Or sorry, a Thoughtseize. Play a Westvale Abbey pass turn. That can make a token. Opponent does not crack Expedition Map at their end step. In attack phase, We'll make a token. I'm kind of in trouble here. Block. Take 3. Go to 6. Fatal Push gets rid of Thought-Knot Seer because I can do it off the Polluted Delta. So our next play here is Watery Grave. Don't really want to shock it in. Really don't want to take damage from the Thoughtseize. Misbuying Click wouldn't do a lot. Vendilion Click wouldn't do a lot. The Chalice on 2 stops some things, like that. Just gonna make another token and pass the turn. Did I bring in a Damnation? I think I did, right? We took out some Fatal Pushes, right? Yeah. Well, one last hurrah. Oh, or not. Warping Whale. Countered. We're playing this turn, opponent. We're playing this turn. Top deck Damnation incoming. Hopefully. Hopefully. All right. Opponent can't play any more spells here. All right. Spell Stutter. I get to play for another turn. No. I can boot this up. Block. I can't boot up both. Can't do this and this, unfortunately. Let's go out on our own Thoughtseize. Take Damping Sphere. I get that out of there. A bad card. Even if we got the Drown the Lock and then like the next card could have been something. Counterspell, Vendilion Click, Misbind, Drown, Shinobi. Need a little more removal, apparently. All right, let's move it on. Match 4. Oh, we found it instantly. All right, let's go. Let's play first. Archon Blue. All right, keep Seer into hopefully lands. Blood Artist, Meathook, Brazen Borrower. I think what I'm struggling with this build versus like black, white, and red, black is we're so reactionary. The reactionary, I think, is hurting us because we have to react to everything my opponents do. And if we don't have the right pieces where the red and the white variations, we're kind of like just go, 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 slam tokens and stuff. Man, I kind of want all of this. I'm going to try for it. I'm going to play Blood Artist next and then get that fetch land, and then we're going to get the lands we need. Thanks for the follow, Jimbo. All right. Ooh, Flooded Strand. Got it. All right, lands, Blood Artist. Attack 1, pass turn. Then we could put Brazen Borrower into play. See, we're like just getting aggressive here. That's what's happening this time. This is a very unimpressive deck. Faeries have always been very interesting. Ooh, fetch Shock, Steam Vents. Red mana. Lightning Bolt's Blood Artist. All right, you got it. You got it. Monkey? Monkey steal my Shinobi? Okay. Whew. That was scary for a moment. I thought that's what they were going to do. in pass. Yeah, we don't have enough tokens for Meathook to be as valuable as it was in the other variations. We're starting to see that. We're match 4, we're getting into the depths of this list. Definitely feeling that. The black-red one and the white-black one were the best. I think if you just made it Mardu, you could go like places. Could really go places. I'm just gonna cast this, see what they do. Make it like maybe Esper. I don't know. I actually don't think blue is very good so far for what this Meathook wants to do. I'm just casting it. Yeah, just let it resolve. Bolt, make me sad. I got it. I got it. That's like bolt. That's basically bolt. Please top deck land. Let's get a Fallen Shinobi in here. Like this feels like the better thing to be doing. Just Shinobi them. Land. Dang it. All right. I really want to make a Mardu version. Mardu with like Young Pyro and Seasoned Pyromancer is the red ones, and maybe bolts. Like that's all the red you need. Sounds tasty. All right, land? Nope. Who needs lands? Lands are dumb. I don't have enough lands in this blue build. I'm figuring that out as well. All right, down to 12. I mean, we're doing damage here. I mean, like, it might sound bad, but I just want to like slam Murktide. That's what I want to do with this list. Another 4-drop. Come on, we can find that land. Oh, we can find that land. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, white mana. Uh-oh, 5 mana to Fairy. This is the 3rd time we've run into the control matchup here. They'll just go up here. They're not going to bounce here. Up. Yep, thank you. I was like, up. Up. Land. I want pathway. I want pathway. Da 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 da. All right, pass turn. Just kidding. They bolted. Specify which land? I mean, I got a land. I got a land. I asked for land. Got a land. I got a blue. I would have said blue land first. I have what? 2 Dark Slick Shores, I think. Is Teferi's running away with it? Pass turn. There's no way they can count as a Vendilion Click. No way. Now. Okay, they're casting something. Okay, it's Jace. Jace is my best friend over there. Fate seal me. I dare you. I dare you, opponent. Yeah. Take a look at that top card. What do you think of that one? Oh. They didn't, it doesn't tell me if they put it on the top or bottom. That's a bug. I don't know. Did they fate seal me? I don't know. This is important information that I don't have now. Counterspell. Well, yeah, my matchups have been a lot of control, and being more control instead of being more token strategy is obviously not playing to our advantage here. See, I don't know if they know about this or not. I'm gonna play it like they don't, and they can just do whatever they want. This is great against control, except when it's facing a Teferi that's about to be at 8 with Buddy Jace over here. Should we hit this button? We don't quit here. Prismatic Ending and I'll quit. You got it, opponent. You got it. So, Drown, Archmage Force, Voidwalker to try something. Get rid of the Fatal Pushes. The Blood Artist. Let's get rid of 2 Meathooks. Another Meathook. Yeah, this is where I'm struggling. We kind of have some counter magic because we were like, okay, if they kind of have some more spells, but we weren't planning for straight up counter magic. Yeah, I think I want to look at Mono Black and Mardu and just see what might be there. All right, turn to Bitter Blossom with some Shinobis. If this doesn't do it, we're not good against control. Who's willing to bet a Prismatic Ending is over there? Who's ready for the Prismatic Ending? With Yuta winning, I hope he'll get some really good fairy card. What? What does someone winning have to do with getting cards? Is that a thing? They definitely have 3 in hand. I know, right? A bunch of Prismatic Endings. This is starting to shape up really nicely. We have a counter spell. We have Shinobis here. We got our fairy going. Right, but what does someone winning mean about getting any type of card? Oh, we're countering that. Oh, we're countering that. Oh. Well, yeah, but like, I don't think that means that they get to pick the type of card, right? Bitter Blossom doing Bitter Blossom things. Let's get in for some damage. This just looks like I've got Cryptic Command open. Please, 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 please. Yes. Not blocked, ladies and gentlemen. Get in there, Shinobi. Get in there, Shinobi. Let's see what we get here. Let's get some good cards. Come on. Come on. Teferi and Jace. Let's go. I guess I'll cast Consider first. Oh, okay. They want an invitational card like Bob. I kind of want to keep this. Teferi. Is Modern Ninjas possible? Every now and then we try to do it. Every now and then. Does it happen very often? I like that we have a Mistbind here. Mistbind's pretty sweet. Tap out my opponent. We have their Teferi now. By the way, if you play a list that steals cards from your opponents, I would highly recommend not sleeving the list in just like black sleeves or just white sleeves. I pick some outrageous color so that if you do end up kind of sharing cards a little bit, usually a more common black maybe darker colors or whatever, you can find their cards easier. Don't want to mix them up. We got that one. Told you Bitter Blossom was good when it's on turn 2 and no prismatic ending. Flamingo pink, exactly. Crisp apple green. Some nice design card. All right. This hand's like eh. Yeah, an art sleeve too. Bobber asked for a 1-mana sorcery that deals 9 infect to opponent, but was denied and received Dark Confidant. All right, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna do Thoughtseize. We're gonna see what's up. That sounds funny. Let's see what's up. Ooh, Voidwalker's kind of cool. Don't have double black, though. All right, Sulfur, Steam Vents, double Jace, and we have a counter spell. All right, well, let's see if we can beat Jace here. My opponent's only got a couple mana here. Maybe they will not flood out. Maybe. Start with Seer, set some things up, then we'll look to maybe Polluted Delta. Oh. Put on top. Put on top. That should concern our opponent. Steam Vents, probably not shocked in. We still have Counter Spell open. All right, now if I fetch for Voidwalker here, my opponent, I don't get Shinobi. If I go Bitter Blossom here, though, and I think I want to, yeah, Abram, that's... Are you saying that as a option, or are you saying that was the best version? I kind of want to just bait here with a Bitter Blossom, knowing this is going to get countered. Okay. Just attack like we normally do. Now my opponent will play Jace. Ah, wait. If they Fate Seal here with Jace, we're going to lose Shinobi anyway. Oh, well. We didn't think very strong on this. Maybe they'll miss their land here. Oh, they didn't miss their land. Oh, they didn't miss their land. Flooded Strand. Uh-oh. Okay. Jace. Fate Seal. Don't Fate Seal me. Don't Fate Seal me. Fate Seals me, and I will never know. Well, we'll know because it'll be on the bottom. Okay. Let's play Voidwalker. And let's bounce for fun. So Abram, since you're mentioning it here, or hit up our YouTube. We've played 2 full leagues with black-white Meathook tokens, and we played 2 Q games as well as a spoiler when we started this. That was the one we played the most of. All right, I bounced Jace here as more of a tempo play than anything. Really, I just expect Jace to be replayed here. And that is, they still have a Jace in hand, so we're not going to remove this Jace from the revealed zone. Opponent goes up, which is kind of cool here. Looks like we're going to get a chance to mess with some of the board state here. That's an interesting one. All right, let's, attack them? Let's attack Jace here. Let's put a Brazen Borrower into play at sorcery speed and have Spell Stutter Sprite up. Again, I have no idea if they know if this is in my hand or not. Because the Jace doesn't tell us whether it went up or where the scry went. I didn't know Yuta was a fairy guy. That's cool. I like fairies. I don't think the spell stutter is going to counter anything, but draws 3. Well, we know what that does. Kind of want a Thoughtseize here. That's not a bad one. Oh. So this is counter draw. I'm going to force this, which does not put it into the graveyard, unfortunately. But the next potential counterspell, I'm going to try to kill Jace like this, leaving Voidwalker back briefly here. The theory is that I will be able to play something of a counterspell or other interaction if my opponent tries to do something here. Path. I don't really want Path, but I'll take it. I'm not so worried about a verdict. There is only one white. I guess the Scalding Tarn can go get it. I have made an oopsie here. Even though this doesn't look like it has a counter on it, I should have a Jace in play. A bit of an oops. Jace would be sweet, but we click through to the end step instead of just sitting at main there. So we'll just assume. Now I can legend roll. Yeah. That was the plan all along. All right, it'll be the first action I take here. I should have already gotten a Jason play. I might have goofed. White, like black-red goblin hook. Yeah, we actually have the goblin idea. All right, so let's go ahead and... What do I have? I have Jace, land, path, consider, flooded strand. Let's go combat first. Jace, them. Wonder if I just tap down everything here. Or if I do that at like... You know what? I'm going to just try to get Jace here. Let's 0. Let's Thoughtseize. Get rid of Shark Typhoon. And then on their upkeep, let's misbind them. Let's misbind them. Woo! Champion of Fairy. Nom. Target player, tapping down. Got him. If on their draw step they find a counter spell, I don't want to Champion of Fairy and then they counter. Draw more cards. 1, 2, 3. All right, so Blood Artist in case my opponent verdicts us and smash in. Oh, not, yeah, Mistbind. This is Mistbind, not Vendilion. All right, my opponent's at 5 here. We have an Archmage Charm. I know they have Teferi. They have an unknown card here. It's working pretty nicely. Might have it. Might be going into match number 5, 2-2. Having to really fight for this 2-2. And this is where like Supreme Verdict is intriguing, but it takes them down to 1 or 2. That's where it would take them. All right, draw more cards here. Attempt to draw more cards. Swing for lethal. We'll add a Blood Artist in here. Okay. If this is a big shark, they still die. Like, I can steal the shark here. I could bounce the shark. I could also just let them block and still die. So I think I'll let them have their choice of how this game ends for them. You got it, opponent. 4 damage, misbind, Blood Artist trigger, down to 1. You did. Steal the shark. We could steal the shark too, but let the shark just enter the void. If we steal the shark's on our side now and wins. It's in the void now. Its Planeswalker was stripped of its powers as we defeated their list. All right, we're 2-2. Got 5th match to go. Trying to get this one in before the weather gets all funny here. You can verify. Weather was supposed to be all kind of funny here. I don't want to lose. Oh yeah, we have time for one more. Storming a little bit then. All right, Niv Biscuit. We're 2-2. Let's go. Shows a Gigantha. I don't like this hand. It's mulligan. Much better. Keep. Get rid of the Mistbind. Gonna Thoughtseize. Niv Biscuits. Oh, my opponent goes 5-4-3. Well, we might get game 1 here pretty easily. We'll see. I'm on the play. I'll start with Thoughtseize here. See what we got. I'm expecting Tron. They give up. All right, good game one. Spreading Seas, Voidwalker, Damping Spheres coming in based on how that worked. 3 Meathooks, 3 Fatal Pushes. Let's go. Either didn't want to deal with what we had, or yeah, they didn't have Natural Tron, or who knows. All right, Niv Biscuit. Let's go again. We're going to keep this one. We have a Thoughtseize. Archmage Charm's a little late. Opponent mulls to 6, mulls to 5. I know, Thoughtseize is the most powerful card. Looks like we're keeping 5. All right, opponent. Let's make it a game. I kind of want to save the Thoughtseize, but let's just go ahead and roll it out there. We have a Wormcoil and a Sylvan Scrying. We're going to take the Sylvan Scrying. Why don't the Tron players do that to you? All right, Tower's in. Gonna have some Voidwalkers apparently. Archmage Charm's looking good. Counter, then get a Wormcoil. Let's hope they don't hit Tron here. No Tron. Force, though. Puts Gigantha to hand. Now, we won't have Archmage Charm necessarily here. We could draw step Vendilion Click. Kind of like that. Let's see what they got. I know, dog. I know. What do you got? We got a Vendilion Click. I forget if this keeps. We have another Tower. We have another Tower. That means they can't play anything in hand. You're good. Okay, it does keep it. Cool. Tower played. Extra Voidwalker, attack for 6. What's kind of cool here is that we could attack for 9 next turn, almost have lethal here. If they miss here, our pressure might be enough. Good games. Good games. 3-2 overall with blue-black Faeries. Meathook here in Modern. Let's break this list down here real briefly. Meathook didn't do a lot in this version. We did run into 3 control matchups. That will play into the value of Meathook. We took it out a lot of the times. Bitter Blossom was very strong when it was played on turn 2. That being said, it was taken care of by the main board Prismatic Endings from time to time. Spell Stutter Sprite did its thing. Mistbind was kind of hilarious the one time we got to really use it. Vendilion Click does what Vendilion Click does. Checks the hand. Sometimes we throw a card away, sometimes we don't. I don't know. I think the Meathook could definitely do something. I don't think blue-black is where it's at. I think blue-black's going to be more controlling. I think it's going to be more of those fairies still. It's not really wanting to get rid of its creatures because it's probably controlling everything through things like Drown the Locks, counter spells, Archmage Charms, stuff like that. So I think of all the variations we've played, if you want to do blue-black, you're probably not going to be using Meathook, unfortunately. Green-black, I think Fringe can do it. Black-white, most definitely. And I think red-black has a spot for it as well. This is Blue-Black Faeries with Meathook in Modern.